Harness Edge is back with another episode of 2-Year-Olds in Training. We're near Peterborough, Ontario today. I'm Harold Howe with John Bax, and welcome back from Florida. First year down there. Nice tan.
Well, thank you. Took a month for the weather to get nice here, but it's okay today.
Okay, we're going to talk 2-year-olds. You got 15 of them, and we're going to look at half a dozen today. And right off the hop, I guess it would be safe to say you're a big fan of Federal Flex. You've got 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them so far. They all look the same as what I really I like about them. And we're going to see 2 today, but the other 2 are nice as well.
Okay, let's start off with Please OK, a homebred filly owned by Al Libfeld.
Yeah, she spent the winter in Florida, so I think she was happy because the trainer was happy. But very nice gaited, does what you ask of her, and we're right around 2025, and she does what she needs to do.
Okay, Flexible Woman. Now I don't know if any point even talking to you about her because your son Matt had her all winter, and he said this is the killer here, and owned by Jim Bullock.
Yeah, I have to admit she's a nice filly. It's got a little more hair than the ones that were down in Florida, but the guy groomed him a little more maybe in Florida. But
what's the commission rate for Matt?
He just gets free advice. But she's a real nice filly. She's a big, strong mare. Just the 2 of them look a lot alike, and again, she does her work. Sees a little more than she needs to, but. She's just been good gaited right from day one.
On Federal Flex, you made an observation off camera that the 4, anyway, you have, don't look anything like Federal Flex. They're much more dimension to them. He was a rather slight horse, but these animals are all going to be, big kids when they're done.
Yeah, it's surprising, but in a good way. They all have like size, and they have the stature and the. So it is a bit surprising, but like I say, what I really like is that they're all uniform.
The eye catcher to me is a Cadabra colt we're looking at, Verdi, $40,000 yearling out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, he's been my star right from day one. From Harrisburg, I sent him over to Marcus Johansson because I wasn't going to get to Florida till December, and Marcus raved about him right away, and. He's been good in Florida, and he just has a look about him, and
he's an eye catcher.
Yeah, and what I like about him is he's a little lighter than a lot of Cadabras, so he doesn't hit the ground quite as hard, and I hope that'll hold him in good stead.
Riveting Rosie, a muscle mass filly, was a $17,000 purchase out of Lexington.
Yeah, she's the reason I bought her was she looked like she's out of a Balance Image mare, and she looked like a Balance Image, and she was big and rough and a little ugly, and she's been good all winter. She's not, like I say, she's not pretty, but a big, strong mare, and I hope she'll come into something.
Okay, and we've got a couple Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, starting with, I don't know where you come up with this name, Dowie, Puffy, and Howe, $17,000 out of Harrisburg.
Yeah, she's...
Who's Dowie?
I don't know. I guess it's got to be somebody who was maybe a little short on names, but big mare. It's maybe the one thing about the Deweys. I got 3 of them, and they're all 3 different shapes and sizes and colors, and she's a big roan, and I'm hoping she'll... I'll have to go a little easy with her and maybe aim her for the end of the year, but she's a big, strong mare. And she liked Florida too.
The other Dewey is I'll See You in Court, a $15,000 colt from Lexington. Might ultimately be a sleeper among your group.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was at that price, and he's out of a 53 Yankee Glide mare, and again he stayed home, and he's a little hairier than the rest, but good gaited. Like he looks like a Yankee Glide. He's a little shorter, but got a nice, efficient way of trotting, and he may be the bargain.
And finally, the experience of going to Florida. You were hardly the first trainer ever to go, and you waited 30 years to do it. What did you think of the experience from a business point of view and a personal point of view of doing it? especially in light of what's happening here in Ontario with the racing game?
Well, and the beauty of going there was, I guess, I was away from all the turmoil up here, and as it turned out, when I got back, it wasn't any different than when I left. So, personally, Vicky and I really enjoyed the weather, and we had enough horses that we had something to do, but not too much that it was like work. And we had lots of time to explore the area, and it's a beautiful area. You can't help but like the 80-degree weather.
And your first experience not having to get up in the winter and blow the track before you go out.
Well, you don't realize how much time you put into a track. And you're right. When I showed up at 6:30, there's a guy out in the track watering the track and conditioning it, and I'm thinking, geez, that's kind of nice to have somebody do it for me.
Yeah. Thoughts on whether you would go back another year?
Oh, I definitely would. If there's still business, I'll definitely go back if the owners will let me.
Okay, well, listen, thanks for sharing your thoughts on your 2-year-olds, and good luck in getting back to Florida next year.
All right, thanks, Harold.
Harold Howe with John Bax, 2-year-olds in training.